The Minnesota Wild just beat the Dallas Stars 6-1 in the first game of the NHL playoffs. But trust me on this, a 6-1 Game 1 win might actually be the worst possible thing that could happen to Minnesota. I swear this is not rage bait, so let's get into it. Before you go down to the comments and start typing a massive paragraph, I want you to hear this entire video out before writing that. So let's revisit the intro. A 6-1 Game 1 win might actually be the worst possible thing that could happen to Minnesota. Minnesota is the first team in history of all 4 North American major sports, not just hockey, all 4, to make the playoffs 8 or more times in a 10-year span and lose in the first round every single time. The last time they won a playoff series was 2015, and the 2 players who are still on the roster, which is Jared Spurgeon and George Brodin, both of whom are closer to retirement than their prime. Every single time this franchise has built towards something real, they've found a way to collapse under the weight of its own expectations. Not because they lack talent, not because their coach is bad, but because this organization has spent 11 years building a culture of almost. And now you've handed them the most dominant Game 1 performance this franchise has probably produced in the modern era. The city is celebrating. The fan base thinks that the curse is broken. And historically, this is where Minnesota falls apart. Look at last year. They lost both Game 4 and Game 5 in overtime against Vegas, then made it a 1-goal game with 3.5 minutes in Game 6 before getting eliminated. They had every single chance, but they couldn't close. Look at the Quinn Hughes situation. If Minnesota gets eliminated in the first round, Hughes, who can become a free agent after next season, might walk. If they make a deep run, he might stay. And that's an enormous psychological weight to carry it into Game 2 on Monday. Dallas, meanwhile, they've been to 3 straight Western Conference Finals. They know what a bad Game 1 feels like. They've been there. Rantanen, Haskin, and Robertson. These are guys who've played meaningful hockey in May and June. Ottinger literally said after the game, I'm paraphrasing a little, but he said, I played a lot of playoff series and I've lost a lot of Game 1s. Minnesota's best players have never won a playoff round. Ever. To those Wild fans, you can enjoy the 6-1 win, you can celebrate boldly, you can tweet about Wallstead, but the real game in the series isn't happening on the ice. It's happening in Minnesota's heads, and if history tells us anything about this franchise, that's the game that they always lose. If you like this video, please hit that like and that subscribe button. And if you want to check out my round 1 preview for the Oilers, click the video that's on the right of your screen. The one on your left is what YouTube thinks you like best. And I'll see you guys in 2 days.